Live from the VSU Multipurpose Center, Chesterfield County Public Schools is proud to present the Matoaca High School Commencement Exercise for the Class of 2018. This program is made possible through the cooperative efforts of Chesterfield County Public Schools and Virginia State University.
Good afternoon. Today's ceremony is a formal ceremony in which we honor each student for attaining this educational milestone. As such, we ask that each of you respect the formality of this ceremony. Please silence all electronic devices and remain seated during the ceremony. We ask that you be respectful in applauding your graduate so that all guests can hear their student's name being called.
Please stand as the candidates of the 54th graduating class of Matoaca High School enter the auditorium. After the graduates have entered, please remain standing for the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both my honor and pleasure to present to you our distinguished guests, faculty, and most importantly, our honorees, the Matoaca High School Class of 2018.
Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance, which will immediately be followed by the national anthem performed by the Matoaca High School's Up Front Girls Show Choir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Addison Winter, our class vice president, will bring you greetings from the class of 2018. Addison.
Good afternoon, friends and family, faculty and staff, and finally to all my fellow soon-to-be Matoaca High School graduates. It is my utmost pleasure to welcome you to the Matoaca High School Class of 2018 graduation ceremony. It's been a roller coaster of highs and lows from year to year and principal to principal. We've seen Matoaca change and grow. We may not have realized we were developing too, not only as individuals, but as a class. Through all the change, we were the Matoaca High School Class of 2018. Despite any differences or struggles we were faced with, we stood united and proud to be a class of diverse, talented, intelligent, and innovative warriors. Today we look to the future, and while many of us are heading in similar directions, each of us has our own path to follow, each full of exciting new adventures, journeys, and wisdom. I'm confident that my peers and I will take what we've learned during our time at Matoaca and be proactive and successful in leading ourselves to achieve all our goals and dreams. Thank you all for helping us mature into the people we've become, and thank you for being here with us to celebrate. Now let's give it up for our very own class president, Colin Lee. Colin.
Good afternoon, everybody. All right, so we're gonna throw it back a little bit to start off. So we're gonna go back to September 2nd of 2014. On this day, as freshmen, we walked through the doors of Matoaca High School and embarked on the journey of a lifetime. This journey was undoubtedly full of ups and downs, which after all is the fun part in life. We had 3 principals over 4 years as warriors, struggled over grades and attendance, and worked late into the night writing that paper that we should have started 3 weeks ago. But it all was worth it. The struggle has paid off. We have reached the pinnacle of our childhood. We have made it to graduation. Now today I was asked to come up here and offer the president's charge. Well, I'm gonna do a little bit more than that. Today I'm charging all of you with possession with the intent to distribute. While this may be something that a few of you are already familiar with, I promise the end result is going to be a lot different for you this time. See, I know for a fact that each and every one of you possesses the knowledge and ability to be a leader and to succeed in whatever path you choose after high school. Whether your path leads you to college, community college, trade school, the military, or straight into the workforce, warriors are built to be successful, and all of you possess this ability. And now on to the intent to distribute. Giving back to our community is something that warriors are known for, and giving back is something that we all should do for the rest of our lifetime. Distribute your knowledge and use your life experiences to make a positive impact on your community. Famous rapper Logic once said in this song, Most Definitely, do whatever you gotta do whenever to live, but you gotta remember to give back when you get that, when you finally get to the top and you hit that pinnacle. So there's that. You all have been charged. See you guys in court. As our journey as warriors draws to a close, I believe that it is important to remember that our time at Matoaca will follow us for life. Warriors always look out for warriors, and it is important for us all to carry on this legacy. A legacy that has taught us that while it's important to do good and do right by our community, it's also important to relax, drink a cold root beer, and remember what makes you who you are. And with that, we are one school, one community, one Matoaca. Go Warriors. Congratulations, class of 2018. Now our senior class secretary, Carmela Brink, will introduce our platform guests. Carmela.
Today we are honored to have with us some very special people who made it their collective mission to promote, encourage, and support the educational goals of Chesterfield County Public Schools. They are Mr. Donald R. Fairhart, Interim Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools. Mr. Robert Thompson, School Board Member, Matoaca District. Mr. Steve Ellswick, Board of Supervisors, Matoaca District. Delegate Ms. LaCherice D. Aird, Virginia House of Delegates. Dr. Makola M. Abdullah, President, Virginia State University. Ms. Diane Smith, School Board Member, Clover Hill District. Dr. Thomas Taylor, Chief Academic Officer of Chesterfield County Public Schools. Dr. John Gordon, Chief of Schools, Chesterfield County Public Schools. Thank you so much for your presence here, and we look forward from hearing from you today. Immediately following greetings from our special guest, we will hear from our salutatorian, James Mars. Mr. Fairhart.
Parents, family members, staff of Matoaca High School, and prospective graduates, good afternoon. For those of you expecting to see Dr. Lane today, I am sorry. I am not him, and I don't think that they will give you a refund for your tickets at the door. My name is Rusty Fairhart, and I am the new Interim Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools. I also know completely and understand that you didn't really come here to listen to me or Dr. Lane. Many of you aren't overly concerned about who your speakers are today. You just want to get your diploma and get started with the rest of your lives. Understanding that, my remarks will be brief, hopefully earning me points for first impressions. Class of 2018, you are about to, or already have, received a lot of advice about what happens after today. The truth is, though, that you determine your future from here. In 1903, about 10 years after the invention of the automobile, a banker offered this investment advice. The horse is here to stay, but the automobile is only a novelty, a fad. A few years later, the chairman of IBM said this: I think there is a world market for maybe 5 computers. And more recently, in 2007, a well-respected business leader said this: there's no chance the iPhone is going to get any significant market share. No chance. Has anyone ever been wrong about you and your future? Have they ever told you you can't do that? Have they told you that's out of your reach? Have they told you don't even think about it? Well, guess what? Those people likely were as wrong about you and your future as the business leaders I quoted were clueless about the potential of cars, computers, and iPhones. Many of you in the audience understand what it's like to make a difference in your community. Matoaca High Principal Dr. John Murray was excited this year to return to work with many of the students that he had served at the middle school level. Since last July, Matoaca's student leaders partnered with faculty and administration to more deeply strengthen our sense of family and community. This was exemplified when our lead custodian, Jeff Good, a man many of our students have come to recognize and respect as Unc, arrived at prom to take in the entrances of his kids. Matoaca's vision, one school, one community, one Matoaca, has been on full display this year as students and adults alike have committed themselves to optimizing each other's Matoaca experience and truly living out the mantra, all in. Class of 2018, you have all the potential in the world. Today, by earning your high school diploma, you are taking a firm step into the future that you choose. It is my honor to be here today to tell you how proud Chesterfield County Public Schools is of you and your achievements. We salute your hard work and determination. You are ready for that next step, whatever that step is, college, a job, or military service. Even if you don't know yet what the next step is, you are prepared. Even if you feel a little bit nervous about what the future might hold, you're ready. Before I leave the podium today, it gives me great privilege to recognize two seniors from the class of 2018 with the Superintendent's Medal for Scholarship and Service. Each of these seniors will receive $1,000 scholarships, courtesy of a local business that wishes to remain anonymous. These winners, and they do not know who they are, were selected by administration and staff members because they make good decisions, do well academically, and have a passion to make our community better. As I read their accomplishments, I'd ask them to join us on stage, where School Board Vice Chairman Rob Thompson will present them with a medal and scholarship. Our first recipient this afternoon is Donovan Banks. Donovan is an exceptional example of perseverance through adversity. He is a talented videographer and editor whose talents were recognized by the SAFE program when he, along with 3 others, were tasked to create a video project on substance abuse for all division-wide middle school students to view as part of the 2018-19 program launch. Donovan is appreciated by all faculty and staff as an exemplar of core values, strength, and determination, and a genuine care for others, leading to his recommendation for an Outstanding Youth Award. Congratulations, Donovan. Our second recipient this afternoon is Lindsay Brubaker. Lindsay's teachers refer to her as affable, good-natured, down-to-earth collaborator who is irreplaceable. She is a confident professional and dedicated editor of the school's yearbook, who not only sees the value in what she does, but also in the legacy she will leave. Lindsay was also recognized for her efforts with the SAFE Video Project, receiving an Outstanding Youth Award nomination. Lindsay's tenacity is evident in the quality of the work she produces. Her depth of character is evident in those who seek to be around her and like her. She plans to attend Christopher Newport University in the fall. Congratulations, Lindsay. Class of 2018, as you move into the future, I urge you not to listen to the people who say you cannot do whatever it is you dream of doing. Don't listen to the naysayers. Listen instead to your heart and the people who know you best, those who have stood by you through good times and bad times and who will continue to support you throughout your life. Listen to the people who are here with you today, whether they are present in this room or are thinking of you with pride from a distance. We know you can continue to succeed. We believe in you and your future. Congratulations to the class of 2018 and best wishes as you take your next step into the world. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon. Dr. Abdullah, thank you and Virginia State University for letting us hold this graduation in this beautiful facility. Mr. Thompson, thank you for letting me have one of the best seats in the house. It's something to look out and see all the graduates and all their family. Warriors, parents, grandparents, family members and faculty, congratulations. Collectively, your hard work made today possible. And I know that these graduates really appreciate that. And graduates, what I'll say to you is, for the last month or two, I've really been struggling trying to figure out the one thing to say to you before you walk out of here and become an adult. So as I struggled, I read the paper last week, and after reading this article, it came to me. I read the article about a lady by the name of Jessica Joseph, the Goochland High School student that graduated on Friday and died on Saturday from colon cancer. Her dad said all she wanted to do was help others. Her mom said her whole focus was on everyone else. Graduates, I hope when you leave here this afternoon, you know that life is not about you or about us as individuals. I hope you leave here knowing that your most important role in life is helping others navigate through the ever-occurring storms of life, in which there will be plenty, your own, your friends, your coworkers, and your family. The best things about storms of life is that they're short-lived. The worst things about storms of life is they just keep reoccurring. You see, isolation is absolutely the worst thing we can face in difficult times. And our biggest needs in a crisis is not a text, a tweet, a Facebook message, an email, or a phone call. Our biggest need in a crisis is people, real friends that show up when someone is going through hard times. People in crisis don't need sympathy, they need compassion. And compassion is not showing up and saying, I'm sorry. Compassion is humbly showing up and crying with those hurting. And being humble is so important. And being humble is not thinking less of yourself, it's just thinking of yourself less. Chances are people are not going to remember what you accomplished in life. However, they will never forget the times that you showed up to help them through life's storms. And please remember that you too will need friends to help you navigate through your life storms. No one should have to go it alone. And one last thing, graduates, if you get lost along life's highway, read the book, The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. It'll get you back on course. Graduates, good luck. Start every day with a grateful heart. May God bless you. And don't forget to call your mom or that special person that raised you. Thank you.
Hello, Warriors, class of 2018, and congratulations. As much as I'd love to tell myself that you've all worked so hard this past 4 years just for the privilege of hearing me speak to you right now, I know that you're excited to get on with your lives, so I'll keep this short. Obviously, today is a big day because it's the beginning of a new phase of your lives. I'm sure a lot of you have some kind of plan for yourselves after you walk out of here today. But I know that some of you still have some decisions to make in that regard, and that's okay. Don't leave here today thinking that you need to know right this moment what life has in store for you. I can tell you right now that when I enlisted in the Navy, I had no clue where it would lead me. If you would have asked me back then what my big plan was, I would have told you I was just trying to figure out where I was going to eat that night and maybe where at. Be patient with yourselves, and you will figure it out. Whichever path you start down tomorrow, be it college or the military service or the workforce, keep an open mind for where it can take you, and realize that CCPS has prepared you to be successful. A mouse. That's right, a mouse. Everyone out there is now thinking, what does a mouse got to do with graduation? A mouse caught hold of a camel's tether, and because the camel was walking along, the mouse began to feel very proud and big and thought to himself, I'm leading a camel. He stuck out his chest and looked around to see if anybody saw if he was noticed. The camel did notice the tiny mouse down there, but said nothing as the mouse strutted proudly in the lead. Before long, they came to a river, and the mouse halted. "Lead on," said the camel. "You are my guide." "I can't cross that," said the mouse. The camel stepped in the water and out again and said, "It's not even up to my knees. Lead me on, master." "But that's way over my head." "Climb up on my hump then," said the camel. "Next time, don't pretend to be the boss if you aren't able to lead. Class of 2018, be prepared to lead the way. Whatever you do, choose to be a leader. A select few of you will be joining the armed forces. Can I have the following stand? All recruits for the Army, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. Come on, stand up. I know you're out there. And of course, the honor grads who joined the U.S. Navy. All jokes aside, you have made a commitment to protect the freedoms that sometimes we take for granted being Americans. Thank you for your willingness to serve our country. You know, my daughter Haley is also graduating this afternoon, along with her friends Bernard, Brooke, and Mackay. They've been together in the moderate intellectual disability class since the 6th grade at Matoaca Middle School. Sometimes I think that we all take for granted the little things that we can accomplish. When we ask Haley to try something new, she always responds with, "I can't," to which we tell her, "Yes, you can." She then tries it, sometimes failing, and sometimes succeeding, which is always followed by a happy dance of, "I did it, I did it." The motto in my house is always, "Yes, you can. Try it." Graduates, never let anyone tell you you can't do something. Always try it for yourself. You will fail sometimes, but that just makes your successes even more sweeter. Your generation is leading political movements. Your generation is finding solutions to problems that have been around since before you were born. Most importantly, your generation is making things work in a world that could easily flatten you if you let it. So that's what I ask of you. Make things work. Don't get caught up in what you think you're going to do, because things rarely go according to plan. Think about what you can do, and never stop trying to realize that potential to the best of your ability, no matter what gets thrown at you. If you do that, you'll find fulfillment no matter where life takes you. And when that happens, I hope you are as proud of yourselves as we are of you today. To those of you who received honors and awards and distinctions, I say, well done. And to the C students out there, I say, you too can be vice chair of the school board. Most important, congratulations to the class of 2018. Go get them, Warriors.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming today. I'm very grateful for everyone who helped me get to this spot, but soon our rankings and GPA will fall away, leaving only the identity we've grown into, along with the people behind us. I'm going to add my opinion to the long list of cliches surrounding the meaning of graduation. In this building, there are people who have always given us instructions. They have told us to wash the dishes, keep our rooms clean, read and take notes on pages 101 through 137, and complete this problem set. Each parent and teacher had a different story and lesson to tell us, and we each learned unique things. Sometimes we even learned the intended moral. But this period of mandate and guidance is coming to a close. Some of us have already begun moving past this period, while some of us are still in it. But we will all confront the end of our childhood at some point, and that is symbolized on this day. Soon we won't have people leaning over our shoulder, directing our every move, or giving us due dates for every task. It is becoming our responsibility to choose what we do, when we do it, and to what degree we are dedicated. Given the huge possibility of failure or negligence, this should be terrifying. But none of us are running out of this building screaming right now. Most of us feel excited for the freedom we are about to have. And that's because at some level we know that yes, the schedules, rankings, GPA, homework lists, and reminders will all fade, but we also know that those people who were leaning over us will not. We have people behind us and literally all around us who want us to do well. So I'll finish my cliche with a quote. If you fulfill your obligations every day, you don't need to worry about the future. Jordan B. Peterson. So for today, our obligation is to remember what we've learned and to appreciate all those around us. It is our job to thank the teachers, congratulate each other, laugh with our friends, and embrace our families. Thank you. After Taylor Mangloski introduces the musical presentation, we'll hear from our valedictorian, Lillian Wilmarth. Taylor?
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to introduce members of Matoaca High School's Fine Arts Department and this special medley, The Greatest Love of All an Opportunity, performed by Amanda Burton, Lauren Chambers, and Matthew Fulton. The words can be found in your program if you'd like to sing along. Immediately following our special musical presentation, we will welcome our valedictorian, Lillian Wilmarth.
Children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I lived as I believed. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity.
Now look at me and this opportunity. It's standing right in front of me. One thing I know, it's only part luck, and so I'm putting on my best show. Under the spotlight, I'm starting my life. Big dreams becoming real tonight. So look at me and this opportunity. You're witnessing my moment, you see.
Now I found myself here at this time. This is real and it's a goal of mine. And I'm not afraid to fly when it's above
my moment.
And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of
leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love.
Good afternoon, family and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2018. Those that know me know that I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I tend to stress a little too much about certain things, including writing this graduation speech. After many days and countless rough drafts, here we are. I think we can all remember entering Matoaca as freshmen, naive, struggling to navigate our way to class, and still too nervous to even think about breaking the dress code. Though many memories from freshman year have faded, the one that truly stands out for me is Mr. Cunningham's famous catchphrase that he included in every single PowerPoint he presented: begin with the end in mind. 4 years ago, this quote reminded us to set goals and always choose our actions with a clear vision of our desired direction. Hearing that quote as freshmen, I'm sure for most of us, the end we had in mind was this very day: high school graduation. And although graduating high school may seem like an ending, all endings are new beginnings. We are all starting new chapters of our lives, embarking on journeys that may take us far away from this small town of Matoaca, where you could find about half our class at either Cookout or Sonic after football games on Friday nights. As the last graduating class, honored to have Mr. Cunningham as a principal, we should keep his wise words in mind and be intentional with every decision we make. At the same time, we're still young, and many of us, including myself, might not know what we want to do with our lives, and that's okay. As we grow as individuals and find our ways in the world, our intended path will become clear. We should all be immensely proud of ourselves for making it here today. All those times we procrastinated a little too much to write that paper for college comp, study for that psychology test, or finish that physics project, we somehow got it done, even if it was during AEP on the day it was due. All of the obstacles that were once in our way are now behind us. We need to thank our amazing teachers, staff, administration, and families for helping us get here. We are not just graduating high school as individuals, we are graduating together. And no matter where we all may end up in the future, as Dr. Murray says, we will always be Matoaca proud. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2018. Best of luck in wherever life may take you. Now we will hear from our class treasurer, Chad Galusha. Chad?
Good afternoon, everyone. Here at Matoaca, the student-faculty relationship is one of the best around, and it's crucial to making this such an amazing school. And this year, we've built on that to improve morale for both groups. Dr. Murray, could you please join me? This past year, the members of the senior class and I began leading tailgates and cooking for everyone before football games, free of charge. And one of my favorite memories is teachers joining students for a competitive game of cornhole while eating a burger, even though the students always won. With this being said, the senior class of 2018 is excited to present a brand new grill set, and set of cornhole boards, because we know Dr. Murray needs all the practice he can get with cornhole. Our vision is that both students and staff will use these tools to improve morale over the school years, and this is also a tradition that we want to continue for years to come, even after we have left. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2018.
I would argue his assessment of my cornhole game, and I think Mr. Shepard would too. Chad, thank you very much, and as well to the senior officers in the class of 2018 for the generous gift you have left to those who will follow in your footsteps. It will certainly continue our commitment in providing a peak student experience and optimal faculty morale. So before I give a charge, I just kind of want to soak this moment in, because while it's your first high school graduation, it's also my first high school graduation since I was seated in your seat. And to that, I say I'm glad it's you guys, and I'm glad we're doing this together. So good afternoon. Members of the board, Mr. Thompson and Ms. Smith, Supervisor Ellswick, Delegate Aird, Mr. Fairhart, friend and Virginia State University President and host, Dr. Abdullah, to all of our special guests, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and cousins who helped shape and grow the impressive group of graduates assembled before us, it is my pleasure and extreme honor to share with each of you in the occasion of this day. I would also be remiss if I did not take this time to acknowledge 3 individuals who have given a combined 91 years of service to educating the students in Chesterfield County Public Schools, most of those years at Matoaca High. So please join me in a robust applause for Susan Ford, Alda Moore, and Warren Pruitt. Seniors, at our recent awards, I offered 3 pieces of advice as you pivot from this moment into the expectations of adulthood, a mystic land where seat time and AEP cannot rescue you from missed days or assignments, a place that expects responsibility yet desires compassion. And to that I offer, there is no group more prepared to take this on than Matoacans. Today, I would like to focus my message on seeking fulfillment, as fulfillment is what will bring you contentment, happiness, and a determined purpose. In my opinion, fulfillment is achieved when you find yourself at the intersection of your life's desire and your life's reality. So if my opinion holds true, then you all have been deep contributors to my own sense of fulfillment, as my life's desire to work alongside and encourage young men and women to outgrow their potential and realize new heights has become my life's reality. For your part in that, I want to not only thank you, but to also encourage each of you to go and do likewise. Find what fulfills you, what you are good at, what only you can do as good as you can do it, and then push in and create a ripple that will long outlast your lifetime. Over the past few months, we've talked a great deal about living with legacy in mind, and fulfillment in life is an investment that yields a profit margin of legacy. Inspiration from how you live, directing the next steps of those whom you've impacted. So as you move forward, always find time to reach back and bring someone else along. A story from my first year as a teacher often reminds me of this point and grounds me back in my desire to make each interaction count and living a fulfilled life. Kevin was a 7th grader in my history class. His home life was not very desirable, and most days his free lunch was his only meal. He showed up one day wearing very much worn, brown, wingtip dress shoes. They were hideous, and certainly would not gain him any favor with his peers, as shoes reflected status and identity. So I publicly complimented the shoes. This was my effort to disarm any teasing that may have come from the other students. Kevin responded, "I know, right? Can you believe someone was throwing these away?" I made what I thought was an affirming comment in suggesting there are some hidden treasures to be found at thrift stores. He corrected me. No, someone was actually throwing them away, like in their garbage. Humbled by what I took for granted, I complimented his shoes each week until the end of the school year. And as he entered my class on the last day, and among other students offering me gifts of appreciation that they had either purchased or made, Kevin presented me with the brown wingtip shoes. He said, "You always love these shoes, Mr. Murray." And you made me feel normal when I felt uncomfortable. So I want you to have them. Students, as you move through life, please remember this. If you give your true and complete selves to whatever it is you do, it stands to give you back so much more and leave you fulfilled. I certainly will never forget the day one of my poorest students gave me the shoes off of his feet. You see, while I may have temporarily shifted Kevin's reality away from the potential teasing of his peers, he permanently shifted mine, implicitly encouraging and inspiring me to be my best self and to always do what is right. And this may mean at times forgoing what is easiest, least resistant, or even utilitarian. So graduates, in closing, I charge you to do good works. Care about others the way I have cared about each of you. And once you have conquered your own mountains, anchor in to support the climbs of others' ascents toward reaching their goals. As we write the final words on this chapter, I'm glad that we wrote it together, because I will certainly miss you as you've left a fond impression on my heart, many of you since our days together in middle school. And you don't know this now, but you will several years from now, and your parents will stand in agreement with me when they hear me say, "It is tough to love a 7th grader." I'll pause for some amens. So I'm immensely proud of you. Most importantly, I love you. So go big and go bold, but most importantly, go Warriors.
At this time, presentation of the 2018 candidates for graduation, recognition of the top 15 seniors. Lillian Warmoth. Number 1, first in class. Second in class, James Mars. Third in class, Joshua Blala. Fourth in class, Ashley Caldwell. Fifth in class, Sydney Fields. Sixth in class, Jordan Morris. Seventh in class, Chad Galusha. Eighth in class, Emily Covington. Ninth in class, Maya Pensil. 10th in class, Aaron Harkabus Jr. 11th in class, Nicholas Hockhausen. 12th in class, Michaela Johnson. 13th in class, Anna Harrison. 14th in class, Taylor Mingloski. And 15th in class, Christina Trench. Jonathan Bryant Adams. Maxwell Olaide Ajala. Jamie Mitchell Alexander. Erica Marissa Alvarez. Samuel Justice Kwaku Amoa Jr. Anthony Darrell Anderson Jr. Brittany Shea Armstrong. Alexa Nicole Artis. George Anthony Paul Arthur Jr. Blair Aberlade Assini. Jerry Paul Bailey. Indonesia Amor Baker. Emily Balcarso Peleas. Donovan Marcellus Banks. Kirsten de Guzman Barceros. Savannah McEwen Barfield. William Tyler Barkley. Ayana Lee Barnes. Jack Randall Barnett. Emily Winter Barrett. Matthew Ryan Bartlett. Haley Madison Bates. Jordan Mackenzie Beck. Kaylee Brianna Belcher. Brittany Noel Beverly. Elizabeth Louise Bibbs. Justin Cole Blanks. Kiera Chantel Bonner. Ronald Carlton Booker Jr. Hannah Blanton Bosher. Soldier Ali Bowles. Colby James Boyd. Tyler Daniette Boyd. Victoria Ann Bradley. Paul William Branch. Madison Ann Braswell. Carmela Corinne Brink. Gerara Tyrone Browder. Andrew Lee Brittenham. Rashawn Ricardo Bruton. Nicole Jocelyn Brown. Robert Reed Brown. Nigel James Brown. Tatiana Corinne Brown. Timothy Gerald Brown. Lindsay Rose Brubaker. Jalen Danielle Buford. Amanda Catherine Burton. Isaiah Charles Butler. Jacoby Tion Butler. Caleb Monsanto Carpenter. Maya Ann Carper. Deja Lovesay Carrington. Jacob Ryan Carter. Jeremiah Cecil Alexander Carter. Xavier Marquez Carter Jr. Lauren McKenzie Chambers. Victoria Lynn Chasson. Haley Nicole Christensen. Trelasia Brianna Clark. Kiaja Lachey Cobb. Jaden Tariq Cofield. Jordan Therese Cofield, Angel Desiree Coleman, Aaron Marcellus Comer, Jack Edward Coriel, Adrian Michaela Costigan, Isaiah Gabriel Covarrubias, Sadie Elizabeth Cox, Kimberly Ann Cromwell, Cameron Bryce Sean Curry, Kalani Janae Curry, Andrea Martina Cutchin, Audrey Michelle Cutchin, Jacob Michael Davis, Jason Dominique Davis, Jalen Dominique Davis, Kayla Joy Delk, Ashley Ann DeSanto, Shavar Desmond DeSoup, Tihani Shakaya Dixon, Jasmine Giselle Dorsonville, Wyatt Lee Dowdy, Allison Morgan Eads, Trisha Elizabeth Eames, Michaela Chanel Edmonds, Jonathan Wilson Edwards, Ethan Dale Eggleston, Timothy Kane Eishen, Josie Renee Ekstrom, Kayla Marie Emerson, Benjamin Samuel Engel, Zachary Stone English, Evie Julia Sophia Farkas, Lucas Jeffrey Feldkamp, Jacob Kyle Feldman, Sean Barrett Fleming, Jonathan Matthew Averett, Lucas Samuel Fleshman, Michael G. Follis, Dashe Driona Yvette Duwajane Fontenot, Tatiana Alexis Footman, Deshaun Joseph Lee Ford, Donovan James Fowler, Kiana Nicole Fowler, Jessica McKay Fox, Joshua Tyler Foy, Joshua Alexander Freeman, Megan Michelle Froggatt, Amber Ray Fultonier, Matthew Ryan Fulton, Alexis Amber Gaines, Isaiah Omar Garcia, Michonne Van Leer Garrett, Sarai Janae Golson, Brandon Taylor Glass, Ayana Nicole Glass, Jessica Lynn Goodman, Anthony Kevin Grady, Jacob Alexander Green, Tanea Janae Green, Tanasia Zaira Green, Colin Henry Griffith, Brooke Allen Groves, Javée Nafaja Ginyard, Megan Elizabeth Goulash, Bernard Gurley Jr., Jocelyn Guzman, Andrew Lau Hagan, Alexis Rain Hall. Cabernet LaFay Melinda Hardy. Bria Michael Harris. Jasmine Nicole Harris. Corey Anthony Harris. Rashard DeAnthony Harris. Sade Lashea Harris. Emily Rachel Harrison. Jordan Michael Harrison. Michaela Grace Harrison. Sarah Ann Harrison. Rushana Tierra Harrison Cheatham. Christopher Sean Hartley. Jacob Alexander Hatala. Dylan Jacob Hatcher. Jamila Dominique Henderson. Alexis Nicole Henn. Kiera Lachelle Hirsch. Takayla Chanel Hirsch. Donald Bennett Hester. Isaac Jerome Hester. Jacob Lee Heavener. Aaron Christopher Hicks. Anthony Jack Hicks. Austin Christian Hicks. Catherine Elizabeth Higgins. Kijana Tyrese Hill. Cameron James Hines. Michaela Courtney Hughes. Tristan Michael Hughes. Drake Ryan Hundley. Brian Joseph Hunter. Alexander Riley Hibner. Cameron Trayvon Ariones. Jesse Lee Jackson III. Sakai Gregory Jackson. Shanice Beatrice Jackson. Hunter Dale Jacobs. Natalie Grace Giroux. Alyssa Rochelle Johansson. Julia Marie Johnson. Mackenzie K. Johnson. Eric Hunter Johnston. Haley Ray Johnston. William Heath Johnston. Cameron Malik Jones. Christian O'Casey Jones. Craig Anthony Jones. Daquan Lorenzo Jones. Jacoby Aaron Jones. Naja Monet Jones. Rainice Danielle Jones. Cody James Joyner. Selena Haunani Apella Kalua Willis. Christopher Kane. Daniel Kane. Braden Andrew Kearns. Taylor Renee Kiefer. Adriana Nichelle King. Charlize Sade King. Dylan Alexander Kirby. Grayson Michael Kirby. Brielle Renita Kittrell. Charlene Danielle Klesak, Hayden Cole Klingman, Jackie Kong, Tobias Andrew Konechka, Sean Anthony Kosarski, Alexis Charisse Jeter, Robert Michael LaRoe, Harmony Monet Lassiter, Drew Isaac Lather, Anthony Drew Lawson, Mariah Emile DeLu Leach, Justin David LeBlanc Jr., Colin Andrew Lee, Diamond Marie Lipes, Lachey Monet Kishana Long, Thomas Perry Long, McIntyre Richards Lauthen IV, Desmonte Jashawn Edward Love, Corey Allen Luster, Kendall Olivia Mader, Amy Lynn Mann, Tyler Corbin Marcinkevich, Samuel Joseph Marshall, Carla Marlette Martinez, Sarah Christina Marwitz, Amaya Nicole Mason, Alisa Marie Maxwell, Kenya Denise Macbeth, Kennedy Rain McLaren, Liana Renee McDowell, Zachary Alexander McKinnon, Cole Jerome McLean, Mirinda Rashay McClellan, Emily Ann McNeil, Kevin Sean McNeely, Jada Ray McWashington, Christopher Hunter Miller, Haley Shay Miller, Tanaja Marie Miller, Kiana Rotron Mitchell, Alexandra Stavenlovina Matricheva, Jessica Dale Mitzdorfer, Jamie Matthew Moore, Isaac Anthony Mosby, Gerard Antonio Mosby, Cordesia Lashanti Mel, Mikhail Quishon Neal, Nathaniel Ahmad Neal, Christopher Rashad Nedrick Stith, Riley Edward Nelson, Marshall Renee Reese Newcomer, Naya Pilar Nicholas, Hannah Lula Norman, Cassandra Nicole Norris, Kayla Brooke Norris, Aaron Mays Oakley, Aaron Elise O'Connor, Elizabeth Megan O'Neill, Austin Lee Osterman, Dalton Louis Osmore, Rebecca Nolan Paget, Asia Nicole Parham, Kiani Zanae Parham, Justin Lawrence Parker, Dejur Kiran Odar Pasley. Paul Arthur Pavey Jr. Sierra Nicole Peterson. Jalen Amari Petaway. Joseph Wayne Porter. Courtney Lynn Polson. Dalton Michael Powers. Junius Lee Powers IV. Sarah Danielle Priest. Shaquan Malik Rasdale. Rainbir Singh Randhawa. Jamal Neville Randolph Jr. Ashton Tyler Ratchie. Christopher Jason Reed II. Lonnie Daniel Reed II. Lanicia Tonique Reed. Jason Damon Richardson. Devin Keogh Roach. Noah Timothy Prevet. Daniel Denise Fryer. Joseph Trevon Ragsdale. Victoria Elizabeth Roberts. Kaylin Elizabeth Roberts. Damon Roberts. Aaliyah Alexandra Robertson. Alasia Shante Robinson. Herman Jack Robinson III. Shaki Tawajawan Robinson. William Justin Rogers. Alasia Ronquel Roney. Demetrius Delmar Roots Jr. Jaraz De Marlin Rutherford. Shandika Natasha Samuels. Dante Malik Sanders. Amelia Catherine Sandoval. Samuel Jacob Sandifer. Anaya Antoinette Scarborough. Carolyn Ann Scott. Michelle Valeria Rodriguez. Jessica Rogers. Diana Psalms Scruggs. Faith Imani Seymour. Taylor Paige Shaw. Caitlin Elizabeth Shell. Dylan Christopher Shepard. Gerard Ross Silvius. Dalton Webb Simmons. Hunter Wade Simmons. Joseph Augustin Samopietre. Connor Owen Simpkins. Ayana Janice Smith. Datriona Nicole Smith. Ryan Michael Smith. Brittany Noel Speller. Walter Dion Spurlock. Holly Michelle Steyer. Gabrielle Marie Stocks. Madeline Olivia Simmons. Amaya Justina Stokes. Trey William Stone. Kylie Sage Stoneberg. Derek Ryan Strayhorn. Terrell Alexander Sutherland. Aaron Joel Sweeney. Victoria Elizabeth Sylvester. Marcus Tyrese Taborn. Braden Asher Taylor. Jalen Jamel Taylor. Dylan Wayne Thompson. Haley Brooke Thompson. Anaya Monet Thornton. Madison Grace Thrasher. Antonio Bragg Thrower Jr. Kaylee Morgan Tickle. Precious Caitlin Trotter. William Curtis Tuck. Izone Tioni Taylor. Nathan Marion Tucker. Wilson Griffith Tunnel. Dennis Alexander Turek. Amari Kiesha Turner. Taylor Ray Turner. Theodore Tavon Turner. Tyler Thomas Van Curen. Karen Gabriela Vasquez. Hunter Dale Vaughn. Katie Valeria Ventura. Evan Michael Wade. Jessica Catherine Wade. Nicholas Gage Wagoner. Zamaya Ariel Waith. Aaron Robert Walker. Brianna Imani Walker. Franklin J.J. Walker. Ryan Alexander Walker. Iniki Kiani Waller. Brianna Rochelle Walton. Michael Warith Mohammed. Gabrielle Alexandra Warren. Christine Ellen Watkins. Jayla Nicole Watkins. Jalen Lee Watkins. Drew Alexander Watson II. Laura Renee Watson. Kendrick Nathaniel West. Riley Elijah Westler. Justin Keith Wheeler. Caleb Eugene White. Gabriella Nidia White. Hey. Deanna Jaslyn Whitehead. Danielle Olivia Witt. Ryan James Witt. Eric Lynn Wilborn Jr. Austin Lee Wilkerson. Branson Malachi Williams. Dravante Willis Williams. Everett Kyle Williams. Makai Cherie Williams. Nawan Ronzel Williams. Trevante Lee Williams. Tizine Williams. Kai Marcellus Williamson. Danae Demetria Williamson. Casey Elizabeth Williamson. Timothy Lawrence Willis. Kaylee Marie Wiltshire. Addison Rihanna Winter. Lauren Shea Wolfrey. Danielle Edwin Woodmancy. Quinn Graves Woodmancy. Evan Michael Woolridge. Madison Mackenzie Ray, Brian Keith Wright, Diamond Alexis Wyatt, Kaylin Nicole Wynn, Chase Mackenzie Yost.
Would the class of 2018 please stand? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Education of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the County of Chesterfield, I now pronounce you graduates of Matoaca High School. Now is the part where you move your tassel to the left, but since most of you threw your hats, good luck with that. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Matoaca High School, I wish each of you the happiness of a productive life, the respect of your fellow human beings, and the love of your family. Be careful and strive for success. Graduates, please remain standing. We ask guests, please stand as our stage guests, faculty, and the class of 2018 exit the arena. Thank you.